Well, at 26, I do still consider myself to be a young adult. What I say now and what I'm going to say comes from my experience. It comes from being a youth and my experience with the youth in my communities. Now, many youth then, and still true today, experience a lot of very real issues, such as safety, hunger, and clothing. These are just the basics. The fear that many are forced to live with in their communities is unhealthy and unfair, placing serious limitations on their freedom. When you can't go outside of your house, or you can't go to the store because you're just concerned with what might happen to you in between your house and the store, or your house and school for that matter, it's a problem. Fear is very real in communities that are facing poverty.
It's an interesting question. It's not one that's easily answered, but it can be answered. There is a start.
I was working for about 4 years. Yeah, for 4 years with no vacation, no break. Right now I switch my hours over to the day. I go to school full-time during the day, and I'm with my little one in the evening, doing family thing. Well, we was on Montauk. We first moved to the area when I was about 6, and I'm 26 now, so about 20 years ago. It was danger.
A lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs. A lot of gangs.
Violence.
It's just a lot of negativity, so to speak. We really weren't. Although we did come outside and play during the daytime, you still had to be very careful. I don't remember exactly how the street library came in, but I know they did come in. And the main thing I remember about the presence is that it was always positive. In the midst of all the negativity, sometimes we as children wonder, like, you look at the block, you see the gangs down there, you see them over there, and then here you guys come, and it's like, okay. Well, we know we can come right here because Grandma said we can come out here, Mom said we can come out here. We're going to chill right here with the Fourth World Movement. Nothing's going to happen to us.
Arm up. Ready?
The Fourth World Movement has been a major aspect also, in the sense that it opened me up culturally. A lot of people that come from minority neighborhoods don't get the opportunity to venture off into other areas, to venture out of Brooklyn, out of East New York, to be able to say, okay, I went somewhere. The street library took me to the UN when I was rather young. I might have been about 11, 12, and had me meet up with about 12 people from different nations, different countries, and we got together, and it filled me with the sense of there is more out there than just, minorities, just African Americans, Spanish, or white for that matter, or Caucasians for that matter, So it definitely exposed me to culture. At the time, I was rather young. I was shy. I played like any other kid, normal kid, but with things of that nature, I wouldn't have just, oh, pick me, pick me. No, but the volunteer at the time, I guess, for whatever reason, she saw something, and I'm thankful for her, and whatever it was that she saw that said, okay, let's take this young lady here. I remember right before we went in, I can't think of exactly who it was, but she stood outside with me, and I was nervous. She prepped me, and we was outside talking, and she's sitting, and she's like, it's okay, because they're going to be kids just like yourself. Everybody came in nervous. This is the first for you. This will probably be the first for a lot of them. You're just going to go up there and be yourself.
You're presenting the speakers, but you also have a chance to say why the day is important, and also talk about what are the aspirations of young co-masters of ceremony for today, Miss Alvinia Hutton.
The commemorative stone reads as follows. Wherever men and women are condemned to live in extreme poverty, human rights are violated. To come together to ensure that these rights be respected is our solemn duty. My UN experiences have been really effective, memorable. It definitely introduced me to different cultures and different ways of living, and it was so fascinating for me and just enriching that I continued on to to see the good in everybody, to see that there's other things out there, to want better for myself, to want more than what was in my surroundings.
Testing. Is that better? Everybody can hear now? Very good.
What I hope to be done is to bring in some opportunities, bring in some employment opportunities, bring in some education opportunities. I have to say I see a problem with the lack of education stopping at that level anyway. So I think that definitely there should be some further education there, along with the opportunities of employment. And not just employment, but empowerment. Because I was exposed to, okay, there is more than just your surroundings. And not only that, but you can get it. It's not like you have to die to obtain it. Like I said, I've been opened up. And once I've been opened up, things just happen. And I thank them for being a part of who I am today.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Gather here. People gather all around the world to listen, commemorate, and recommit. We humbly thank you for being with us. We thank you for your voices. We thank you for your hearts. We thank you for your ears and for your commitments. We encourage you to continue on beyond today. This concludes today's commemoration. Thank you.